What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Hum Baby Baseball channel. And today we have an Orange Friday, and we have some San Francisco Giants news to discuss. Not Jordan Wick. I wish it was Jordan Wicks. Jordan Hicks. Jordan Hicks has been signed by the San Francisco Giants on a 4-year, $44 million contract. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 years. We'll get into more details that we can find. $44 million and expected to work as a starter. This is one of the hardest throwers in the league, flame thrower out of the bullpen. And he has been a starter in the past, back in high school, back in the minors, and a handful of times in the big leagues, but mostly he's been a reliever. So this is going to be an interesting, it's always something with the Giants. We can't just sign, it's never just straight. It's either coming off Tommy John, going to convert from reliever to a starter, always something. But I'm still excited. We got a genuine arm right here who can hit triple digits, who can actually go out there and give the fans some confidence when he comes into the game. Well, I still think of him as a reliever, but okay, when he comes in the game to start. Without Bannister and Bailey, it's hard to see this work. What's up, Ben? Yeah, we're going to need some good coaching for sure. What's going on? Great signing. I'm waiting for you to, when you stop saying that, I'm putting up the video. I'm putting up the Richie review when the first day, I don't hear you say that. So it won't be today, maybe tomorrow though. What's up, Daniel Berry? Never was into Hicks. Saw him as a thrower, not a pitcher. A thrower. What's going on? Javier Munoz going to work, waiting for the video. Yeah, I saw it happen when it happened, and not right when it happened. I got notified here on Twitter. So shout out to I got a few notifications. I know Logan let me know, but the first person I saw let me know was SF Sports Fam. SF Sports Fam. Let me know. Thank you so much, SF Sports Fam. Follow SF Sports Fam over on Twitter. We got to get him some followers. It's 22, but yeah, he let me know about this, and I was like, what? And sure enough, we pick up Jordan Hicks. Now, who's Jordan Hicks? If you're not familiar, like I said, is a relief pitcher, been a relief pitcher in the minor leagues throughout most of his career, but he's one of the hardest throwers in the league. He has thrown as hard as 105. This is like a Aroldis Chapman, type arm, except he's a righty. But I was like, when I first heard it, I was like, yes. Can't use enough bullpen help. Camilo Doval's great, but why do you have to just have one awesome relief pitcher? Why can't you have more? Yeah, sure, one might be your regular closer, but who cares? You get a bullpen out there that's going to win games. We're trying to win games here. So I was excited if Jordan Hicks could be the closer and maybe Doval's setup man or vice versa or whatever. But the more good bullpen arms, the better. But then apparently he's going to be a starter. Now, obviously, he was a starter when he started his career in the minor leagues. And we'll look at some of those numbers here. I had him up here. Let me bring those up. And, going back, now we have to look all the way back there then, because that's when he was starting, just to get a kind of idea. Like in 2017, between A and high A, he started 19 games, 22 appearances, 19 starts, 2.74 ERA. He was pitching pretty well. 105 innings. He didn't complete any games. He's never had a complete game in his professional career, but still the stuff was there. It's strange that his strikeout numbers are good, but not as good as you would think for someone who's throwing triple digits. And I think that's what the commenter who just said earlier, he's more of a thrower. He's not exactly, doesn't have the kind of cutter and nasty stuff to really bring up those strikeout numbers. Karaoke Connection, Robert Hamilton. What's going on? Robert Rothberg, Farhan finally improving the team. Snell and Hicks, that would be sick. Logan's not feeling it. Can we get Cody? Leighton Rutz is looking for Cody Bellinger. We got a $9.99 on board. Jason Corona. The Giants have signed someone who's not hurt. Yeah, he's not old. Why are you messing with me? Why are you messing with me? Doval Hardis was 104. it's on the to-do list. To be quite honest with you, I'm working on a documentary for Hum Baby Baseball, another Snubs documentary. Not Snubs, but Busts. I'm working on a couple other videos for some other channels, and I'm really pushing the chess channel. I want to get the chess channel monetized this year, but I do know I need to put those reviews up. The amount of stuff on my to-do list is insane. We got Chris, who says, how much are the Giants going to end up paying for Arms on the IL? Well, I can tell you right now, he definitely will spend some time on the IL at some point during this contract, but let's just see. I mean, yeah, he's only pitched in what? I mean, well, I was going to say it's actually 212. So he's pitched in 212 games throughout 5. Is that true? Actually, that's not too bad. It's not too shabby. Last year, he pitched in 65 games. So stayed pretty healthy last year, 2023, between the Cardinals and the Blue Jays. And then in 2022, he pitched in 35 games. I think he had a little injury. He had to go on rehab for a little while over in Memphis. 2021. And then 2020, he opted out during the COVID-19 pandemic. So he got a nice year off right there. So, he's a smart guy. Took advantage of that. Relaxed for a year. 2019, going all the way back. That's when he was actually starting for the Cardinals. Started 21 games. Wait, no. I misread that. That's games finished. I apologize. So he's never started. He's never actually, I thought he started a little bit. Okay, 2022, he started 8 games. And I remember he pitched against the Giants one game and just dominated us. I was excited. I was like, Jordan Hicks can't start. And he started against the Giants, and he threw 5 or 6 innings and pretty much dominated us, which is nothing new. So I don't know what to think about this. This is an interesting try. We'll see. And we can always change our mind on this. I always say, you know what? Bullpen it is. If the start, but yeah, I mean, I'm worried about injury. I feel like it's risky when you take a guy who's been used to being a bullpen arm his entire career, all the way, other than a short stint in 22. Started a couple games here in AAA in 21, but that was just rehab. He probably threw 1 inning each. Yeah, he threw 1 inning each. That doesn't count. He hasn't really started regularly since 2017. So this isn't a risky move. Thank you for that $9.99 for the cafecito, Jason Corona. Oh, thank you for voting on that chess poll. Hicks is in the prime of his career at 27 years old. Why do we always sign bums and hurt guys? I like this move. If he starts at $11 million, it's a steal. If he comes out of the pen, it's still fair money for the best reliever available after Hader. There you have it. Why does almost no one want to come to? I read that as Frisco, Texas. I think you mean San Francisco. Yeah. At first I was like, I read that as Frisco, Texas. And I was like, I don't know. But no, I don't know why. No, free agents typically don't sign here, but we got one. At the end of the day, we need good players that are still young and possibly on a good contract without BS, opt-out, etc. This is exactly that. Good players, still young, possibly on a good contract, no BS opt-outs. This is that. And this improves the team for sure. And Jordan Hicks is we got some footage. We don't mess around. We don't mess around. We got the footage. Right here. And that's, sorry, it's kind of laggy there. That was in at 101 miles per hour. So he's got that heat right there. And you can see he pitches usually from the stretch. Boom. That had some movement. Are we able to see this footage? Am I laggy here? It's laggy for me. I don't know about for you guys. I'm not even able to. There's a strikeout of Longoria. So that's Jordan Hicks. Here he's taking on Yaz. This might have been. Oh no, this is not the game he started. This is the 8th inning. He strikes out Yaz. Strikes out. I think that's Sable. I'm not sure. Struck him out. Yeah, Sable. Who's this? J.D. Davis. So, yeah, I mean, I think this is a solid signing. Jenny Vega. I don't know. I guess it can't handle playing a little bit of a video. It couldn't handle the video. Real stilted right there. Real Stilton. What's up, Jenny Vega in the house? And I appreciate everyone being here today. Babe rocks. No one wants to come here because Foreign has failed to create a winning culture. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. Maybe I can maybe we can watch those highlights on YouTube. Maybe it'll go a little smoother like this. Maybe that goes a little smoother. But yeah, there it is with the Heat. Bam. And he's got good stuff. There's no doubt about it. I just don't know. As a starter, there's a reason they moved into the bullpen in the first place. So after years in the bullpen, this was a third-round pick. This was a pretty hot prospect out of high school. He was committed to, I can't remember what school, but he was going to go to college. He probably could have ended up being a top first-round pick there, but ends up signing. And yeah, it's an interesting idea here. I don't know why I didn't think of taking a bullpen guy and turning him into a starter, but like I said, it's always something with the Giants. We never just straight up sign somebody and who plays their normal position, who's not hurt, not coming off Tommy John. There's always some weird thing with it. But if he starts, maybe they bank on getting 5 innings out of him, letting the pen pick it up. Giants are always slow. Guys will throw like 2 innings, 3 innings, very slow. And even when the season opens, like 4 or 5 innings. Like, really? We're in the actual regular season and we're still not stretched out? Like, I saw that like lately, that's been the thing. So Hicks is legit. Jenny Vega, if he starts, maybe they bank on getting 5. Yep, we saw starter, LOL. He's going to be an opener. Deja vu all over again. Senior softball games. That's what MLB needs to with all the rule changes. MLB needs to go ahead and change their name to the senior softball games. Am I more optimistic? Well, not really for 2024. This actually has an impact, but the Robbie Ray move, he's not even going to be back till July. We lost Haniger, a possible power bat in the lineup, and DeSclafani. So that move doesn't excite me too much for 24. This move might, because the Giants' rotation is so incomplete. Other than Logan Webb. Logan Webb is the one guaranteed. Who else we got? Ross Stripling. Ross Stripling, who got 0 wins last year. Kyle Harrison, I would say, is a 80% chance, but Kyle Harrison's still young, and he could get if he starts struggling with his command and ends up in AAA, that's not helping us. We have all these young guys like Keaton Wynn and guys of that nature. We'll have to wait and see there. Alex Cobb is supposed to even miss the beginning of the year because Alex Cobb had that hip surgery. So I'm not sure when he's going to be even ready. Well, we forget about that. Alex Cobb will be back, but we don't know when. And then Robbie Ray's not going to be back until after the All-Star break. Our bullpen, our rotation is, I mean, I guess the Giants probably, it's a situation where they couldn't sign any of the starters. They're trying to probably get, or either trying or unable to get Snell, or not trying. I'm not really sure, but they found someone who would actually sign to play in San Francisco, and it ends up being a reliever. We need to convert him to a starter since he's been a starter in the past. That's what the Giants are thinking. So we'll see, but holy cow! D. Porter con 50. It's a 50. A 50. Happy Friday, Eric and Hum Baby Baseball crew. Have a great weekend, y'all. No words can describe the appreciation right there, D. Porter. That is insane. Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. We'll go over some other moves as well, but this is the big one. Obviously, the Giants have signed somebody, and this stream is brought to you by D. Porter. Thank you so very much. And Jordan Hicks is a San Francisco Giant. What are their reactions over on Twitter? Are Giants fans happy? Why are they making him a starter LMAO? Because we don't have any starters. Turning him into a starter. Wow. Desperate. In one word, that to see if it works. If not, no worries. He can go back to the pen. If we don't break his arm, if we don't hurt him, starting. Why not? If he can build up to being one, give it a shot. Worst case, he has 3 or 4 bad starts. You got yourself a really good back end piece of the bullpen. He wants to start. I mean, I'm sure he wants to too. I mean, that's just forcing him to. He probably wants to be a starter. If I started him, he'll pitch the first inning 3 times a week. Oh Lord, please don't be. Do you think that if they mean opener, that's a bunch of BS. You don't want him as an opener. He wanted to be one with the Jays. That's why they let him go. Okay, so he wants to be a starter. Evidently, that's what these people are saying. Not sure anyone's to be trusted on Twitter, but that's what they're saying, that he wants to be a starter. So if he wants to be a starter, well, that makes sense that we would give him that opportunity. So with this move, we now have, at least assuming things work out, and here's a list of some potential starters. Obviously, Robbie Ray is hurt. Alex Cobb is still recovering from hip surgery. Keaton Wynn, Kyle Harrison, we got high hopes for. Ross Stripling, we got no hopes for. And the rotation is a big freaking problem. So that explains why the guy we can sign, Jordan Hicks, the bullpen, we got Taylor Rogers, we got Camilo Duvall, we got Tyler Rogers. Tristan Beck might be able to start a little bit. And then, okay, Luke Jackson. I mean, we have some guys in the bullpen. Luke Jackson is solid. Tyler Rogers and Taylor Rogers and Camilo Duvall. That's 4 solid names right there. And Tristan Beck is solid. So we have some decent bullpen arms. So I can see why you get someone like Hicks. What's going to help this team more? Another really good starter who can throw 100, or yet another really good bullpen piece. Maybe the best bullpen piece, but still, it makes sense as to why right now we need starters. So it makes complete sense, in my opinion, why they would make that move. So I'm pretty excited about it. Bay Area sports Twitter has been very negative this week. I'm tired of that SH. Throwing that hard with no history of starting. Anyone else smell? Oh, Tommy John. Please no. Duvall has to bounce back this year. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. What's up, Dan? Would you like to join me tonight on NorCal Sports Network, 8 p.m. Dan, I don't want to mess up that name, but you're going to be on NorCal Sports Network at 8 p.m. Do I know about NorCal Sports Network? Is that who just notified me? No, that was SF Sports Fam. NorCal. Sports Network. Oh, I'm subscribed. Okay, NorCal Sports Network. Giants sign Hicks. They put out the video. Okay, here's NorCal Sports. Okay. Well, yeah, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter or something, and if it's on, I should be able to do that. But just make sure, though, I might not be home. We got to verify a little bit later on. But Jenny Vega, those people don't know SH. Duvall had a rough stretch towards the end of the season because he played almost every day. Yeah, we were really overusing him. Duvall needs to read one of the intergame books. The Braves said they are going to use Reynaldo Lopez as a starter as well. It's Webb and AAA prospects. Yes, Dan, yes, it would be great to have Eric on the NorCal Sports Network show tonight. I watch both Pump Baby Baseball and NorCal Sports Network. We cover the Giants daily. We have the 200 in the chat. 200 in the chat. We don't even touch that here very often. We got 59 right here, killing it. There have been some other moves as well in the hot stove. And see if I can bring up some news. I know that there was a big trade a big trade between the Cubs and the Dodgers. I'm starting to figure out that the Cubs is where Dodgers prospects go when they completely blocked for years and years and years, and they can't get to the big leagues because they're blocked by future Hall of Famers like Freddie Freeman's and Mookie Betts of the world, all there. Now Shohei. They got how many future Hall of Famers? Like not just all-stars, future Hall of Famers in one lineup. That's not even right. But that said, they have traded Michael Busch, one of their top prospects, one of the top prospects in baseball, has been traded to the Cubs. I lost the story. I was going to bring it up here. I got so many tabs open. Here it is. So that's pretty crazy. And I was hoping to get Michael Busch at some point. He ends up going to the Cubs in a big trade for some prospects, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the other guy, a couple years back, it was Edwin Rios. You guys remember Edwin Rios from the Dodgers? So they seem to send them to the Cubs. What is this crap? Can I get rid of this? Apologize. Hang on one second. Got too many tabs open. So the Cubs and Dodgers exchanging a couple of their better prospects as left-handed hitting AAA infielder Michael Busch and reliever Yency Almonte are headed to Chicago in exchange for Jackson Ferris and Zahir Hope. It was announced Thursday. So this could be looked at as hurting the Dodgers in the short run because they're big league ready players. A couple of big league ready players are moving in exchange for some lower ranked prospects. Busch hit 27 home runs last season and had a brief call up, but he was taken in the first round 2019. So they pick up a couple of real young prospects who are looking really good. So we'll see how they turn out, but that's going to be a few years away before they show up. So Dodgers trade Michael Busch, and he's probably demanded a trade. He's like, dude, I need out. This is just too much. I can't make it to the big leagues when I'm competing with a freaking all-star team. So have mercy on the Giants. That show has very negative takes about the Giants. They hate Farhan and promoted hate towards Kapler on our team and helped demoralize our Giants last season. Which show is that? The show that they just invited me to? Andy Cruz. What is your reaction? Maybe I go in there and bring some positivity to the channel. What's your reaction? I'm not the most positive. I'm not the most positive. The most positive is maybe Ben. But I'm somewhere in the middle. Like, I'll be honest. He's inviting you to his show. They have been competing with your channel. That's okay. We invite competition right here. NorCal Sports Network competing with Hum Baby Baseball. We ain't even tripping. But I wish every channel the best, though. There's room for everyone to thrive and get plenty of views and attention and whatnot. But yeah, actually, when wait a second. What's his name? Ben Caspick, right? Ben Caspick. Ben Caspick might be the most positive Giants. There he is right there. Ben Caspick. He does the Locked On, or I think he still does the Locked On Giants podcast. And yes, hard Locked On Giants podcast. New podcast every day. Passionate, data-driven San Francisco Giants analyst. Really positive take, and he usually sees the good in the. So if you're looking for a real positive take on Giants news, Ben Caspick's the man. Podcast SF Giants to sign flame-throwing ground ball machine Jordan Hicks for $44 million. Plan to use him as a starter. Bold move with real upside and not a ton of downside. Throws 100 miles per hour. Now, ground ball machine. Now, would I agree there's not a ton of downside? There is always a ton of downside with pitchers because they could get hurt and have Tommy John surgery at any given moment, which is just part of the deal. So other than that, given downside right there, He's kind of right. I mean, there's not a ton of downside. If you got him for multi-year deal, a guy who can throw 100, he's always going to be useful unless he loses his velocity, but he's still 27. He's not going to lose his velocity. I doubt it until at least mid-30s usually. So, yeah, I think fascinating signing. Jordan Hicks averaged 100.2 miles per hour on his fastball in 23. Career ground ball rate of 60.4. League average is 43%. 3.29 ERA, 3.22 FIP in 23 as a reliever, and all about 25% better than average. Nice signing right there. Nice signing. Wasn't even on my radar. I didn't even know that the Giants were interested in Hicks. So anyone with a brain should have negative takes on Farhan. Kapler wasn't so bad, but I definitely prefer Melvin. I also enjoy Dan's show. They just tell it how it is. Even if they see it, it's negative. Walk machine. They promote not watching Giants games or attending games. What? What? I'll always watch. Now, I don't attend that many games simply because they actually require. I was trying to go and I was like trying to walk in. They're like, no, you can't. You can't just walk in here. Yeah, it turns out they wanted a whole bunch of these green papers, and I had to give them a whole bunch of green papers just to get in. And turns out they also want green papers to park. And if you want to eat or anything, you got to have more green papers. And I just didn't have enough green papers, it turned out. So I don't go to a ton of games. Ray's Outlet. Oh, you've heard him talking about it. Yeah, I missed that news. Fake news. What's going on? Rory, Ben is good, but he's definitely overly positive. Everything Farhan does is good, and it took 2 horrible seasons for him to say that something remotely critical towards this regime. Keeping it real, Rory. Yeah, no, but Ben Caspick does a fantastic show. Fantastic show. And you might think, I mean, he's not going to just crush the Giants. I'll be a little more critical, but I try not to be. I'm gonna try to keep it real. We're trying to keep it real here. I got pissed off at the trade deadline when the Giants didn't do anything. I was like, seriously? All we got was Pollock and Matthias? Seriously? And the Giants were in a playoff spot. Giants were competing for a playoff spot. And I think the rest of the team, I think they were pissed. I think the players were like, seriously, no help. And I think they just fell apart right here. I think they just fell apart. Greetings, everyone. You want to know this phone? You want to remember this phone? Boom. What's this one? Old school. You guys remember this? Bam. Just happened to be sitting right here. I don't know where it came from. Obviously, I used to use that phone. They're not going to stop until they get Farhan fired. Ben Caspick is amazing, doing big things over there. Thank you so much again to D. Porter coming through big time. Yep, you got it. It's the Razor. Razor was the coolest. Yeah, y'all know your stuff. You know your stuff. I just need to find a charger and see if it actually works. I might have some pictures in here from freaking 2000s. We call it as we see it. If people can agree or disagree, everyone have their own opinions. Jay's fans here got to watch him pitch. I think it's a great move. Thank you so much. Ben's pitching clips. I hope it is a great move, and I hope you're right. I'm excited about it, and we'll see you spring training. I'll be there. I'll be there in spring training, and I'm going to get some footage. We'll be on TV too, don't get me wrong, but we'll get some actual footage I can throw up there without worrying about copyright strike. I'll get some footage of Jordan and in a Giants uniform from the beginning. And maybe we get a little interview too. Okay. Hopefully he's not a jerk. Hopefully he's not like, dude, you know who I am? I'm like, yes, I know who you are. That's why I want to talk. That's why I want your autograph, dude. Eric Specialty's documentary, that's his bread and butter. It is. Keeping it real, Giants are currently a last place team. Ouch. Vintage oddball cards. What about the Rockies? You're telling me the Rockies are better? Holy crap. Can you name a super team, 5 or more superstars in the lineup that won it all in MLB history? Well, the Dodgers won it all in 2020. I don't know if you count that, Hoodie. And as far as like just a bunch of stars in the lineup, obviously 27 Yankees. I know that goes way back. But the Yankees have had a few in 96, 97, or 90, not 97, but when was that three-peat? I want to say, okay, 96 they won. 97 was the Marlins, 98, 99, 2000. 98, 99, 2000. I don't know if they had 5 superstars, though. See if we can bring up that 99 team. They had Clay, Derek Jeter, won. Yeah, I mean, these guys are nice. Tino Martinez, Paul O'Neill, I'd say, superstar. Darryl Strawberry, not even as a starter. Yeah, that I wouldn't say there's 5 superstars in that lineup. I mean, solid guys. Chuck Knobloch was solid. Scott Brocious with that big home run. But I wouldn't say there's 5 superstars in that particular lineup. I just kind of threw out one. But 1927. Lou Gehrig, star. Tony Lazzeri, star. Earl Combs was not Earl Combs. Earl Combs was pretty good. Babe Ruth, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Bob Musial was a star, so that's 4 right there. But is it 5? I don't know about 5. Joe Dugan is a pretty big name, but at least 4 in that 27 lineup that we'd call definitely stars, definitely superstars. Babe Ruth, borderline, can go either way. No, I'm just playing. Logan, what's going on? Who's more positive? Well, Robert Rothberg is more positive than Ben Kasnick. Robert Rothberg takes the crown. Are you going to make it to the East Coast this summer? Would love to meet up for your Richmond game. I don't have plans right now, but we will see how that goes, and I would love to make it. I would love to make it this year. Right now, I'm focused on Arizona, but we'll see. What the F? Tell me how 2020 Dodgers had 5. No need to get mad about it. I just assumed they did, but we'll take a look at it. I know the Dodgers lineup every year for those last several years has been freaking stacked. So we'll check it out. Okay. Will Smith. I mean, he was kind of a rookie. I mean, he's kind of in his, but I'd say Will Smith. Max Muncy. Remember, this was the COVID shortened year. Will Smith was kind of young then, but he was still awesome. Hit 289. You had Max Muncy. I think he didn't play that well that year. He had just 192. But Max Muncy is a big name guy. Okay, but let's say Corey Seager for sure. Cody Bellinger for sure. I mean, I know Cody's up and down, but we're talking about a MVP. Mookie Betts. We're talking about an MVP, one of the best in the game. Justin Turner, some would argue he was a superstar. Hit 307 that year. Jock Peterson, solid, but yeah, maybe you're right. But a Dodgers fan would argue Will Smith, Max Muncy, Corey Seager, Cody Bellinger, Mookie Betts. A Dodgers fan would argue those 5. You may disagree with Max Muncy, but I would say 4. Will Smith, Corey Seager, Cody Bellinger, Mookie Betts. I would say 4 for sure. And between Justin Turner, Max Muncy, and Jock Peterson, you know, and not to mention they had Edwin Rios. They had some good guys on the bench coming off the bench that year. Gavin Lux, obviously, and some young guys, but it's close. It's close to 5, I would say. Just to be totally honest, just to be real with it. I'm doing what the kids say. What is it? Keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Dan has been a negative recently. That's the reality. Before you go, let's do an immaculate grid. I was going to talk about some of the other free agent signings. I got off track. Yeah, well, Malone Labe, I ain't seen him for a while. When the Giants start losing games, we'll see him. I see lots of some arguments going on in the chat. Healthy discussion of baseball is great for you. I have the most, I have a craziest chat on the internet. I see chats. I see political channels with friendly chats that love each other. My baseball chat, we're all pissed off, but it's okay. No bullying for positive thoughts. Let's keep it real. You're mistaking all-stars and superstars. Well, that's fine. Um, what's a superstar? Superstar. Cody Bellinger was a superstar. MVP. Mookie Betts was a superstar. Will Smith, I guess you could say he's not, but I think he's was he like one of the best catchers in the game? Is he the best catchers in the game? At least in the National League? Who's the best catcher in the National League? JT Realmuto? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. It's JT Realmuto or Will Smith, though. Boycott. I hate defending the Dodgers. I feel like I'm defending the Dodgers. I'm saying it's just an argument over which guys which are superstar or all star. Who cares? They are stacked. Stacked teams can win it all, but not guaranteed in baseball. That's the good thing. There's no guarantee the Dodgers are going to win it all in 2024. No guarantee at all. Let's check out the free agent tracker. Brought to you by Chris Tingy. I don't want to say your name wrong. Superstars are all-stars that win championship. Did Eric turn into a Dodger fan with all these fans that have been coming in? I don't know. I hope not. I'm ready for spring training. No, I'm never going to be a Dodgers fan. Giants fan for life. And we'll be at spring training in 20. Get this thing fixed here. What is this right here? What is this? Oh, I got my 2024 spring training, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there. I'm gonna try to meet up some other YouTubers and see if I can meet some guys. Brody Brazil is gonna be there, who is a big time sportscaster with mostly covers the A's. He's been covering a lot of stuff. He's got a YouTube channel as well. See if I can get a photo with him. So it's gonna be fun. Gonna be crazy spring training. So a couple of moves. Andrew Kisner. Andrew has signed with the Rangers. Jake Lamb to the Pittsburgh Pirates. All my life, there's always at least one or two baseball players named Lamb. Like since I'm a kid, there's always a couple named Lamb, and they always got some pop. Tyler Duffy, and that's it. There hasn't been any moves lately. Free agent moves. Zach Plesac with the Angels, other than what we talked about. So, nothing big going on here. Yeah, nothing really. It's been a cold stove, to be honest. But I think that's a big trade, though. Michael Busch heading over to the Michael Busch right there, heading over to the Cubs, and he'll get the opportunity to start with Chicago. So, Lambs to the slaughter. Channeling the frustration. We all feel it. Yep. $55 in the chat. Bam. Check this one out. So a little bit of highlights there from newest Chicago Cub, and I think he'll probably have a chance to be in the starting lineup this year for the Cubs, and that is Michael Busch. So looking forward to doing the team previews as well. Dan isn't against Farhan regardless. He literally just called the Hicks move good and even likes the Ray trade. So yeah, I live in Arizona, Eric. We can meet up in spring training. I actually had credentials last year and covered the Giants in the clubhouse. Oh, dude, hit me up while we were there because I don't have any of that. I got nothing. I'm just going to sit in my seat, enjoy the games, get a little footage, maybe talk to some players, get some autographs, and just hang out. And I'm going to go to some that's it. I'm going to go to a college game while I'm there too, Arizona State, taking on Ohio State, and it's just going to be hanging out. No way I could bring any reasoning to host that hate far on. I mean, there's no reason to hate. There's no reason to hate. I think he's doing the best he can, believe it or not. A lot of people think he's still working for the Dodgers, low key, but I think he's doing the best he can. And it's easier said than done to get guys to sign here, work the money and everything, and build a team, but you got to make it happen. Draft is tough. I haven't agreed with a lot of the draft picks since he's been on board, and a lot of them haven't worked out. It is what it is, man. And I'm trying to remember. So I know in the 2021 draft, we took Bednar. I wanted Jordan, not Jordan Hicks, but Jordan Wicks. And you can look back at that stream. Actually, I don't know if it's still up, but some of y'all might remember. I know Logan will remember. I was like, dude, Jordan Wicks, Jordan Wicks, Jordan Wicks. We ended up taking Will Bednar. I also like Sal Frelick. We could have had him. We didn't take him. I like a lot of these names here. And we didn't take him. We end up taking a guy who has not even got above single A yet, and Will Bednar. So I'm not saying, I'm just saying, I haven't really liked his draft picks. I'm not talking about after the fact. Jordan Wicks has already made his big league debut. So he's doing a lot better than Bednar. And he's showing serious strikeout ability in the minor leagues. And we'll see. I don't know how well he's going to turn out, but at least he's already made it to the big leagues. And we're still waiting. So I don't remember. Is that Hicks? I think maybe you're right. My life is about to change for the better. I have big plans for the SF Giants hangout. That's good. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. Do you have a schedule of which games you're going to see? Might head down to Arizona for a few games myself. Whoops. Hang on. I don't know for sure. I know I plan to go see some of the early games. Like I know they play the Angels, they play the Mariners, they play the Rangers. Some of those games, I'll be there for those games. So let's see. Let me get a schedule up in here. What is this crap? Nothing like it. We'll probably have a new motto, new slogan this year. I wonder what it's going to be. Okay. Is this year? Yeah. So they open against the Cubs on the 24th. I should be in Arizona by this day. I don't know if I'll go to that game, but for sure, I don't know if I'll go to this game. But this homestand here against the Angels and Mariners, and I plan to go to this. I'd like to go to this A's game, see if I can hit Brody Brazil there, and then they head to the D-backs. So all this is, of course, in the Phoenix, Arizona area, and after that, they go back home for the Rangers and Padres. I may be gone by then. I can't stay forever because simply don't have that kind of money. I got to pay for a hotel and everything. But I do plan to go do some of those early games. So we'll kind of just play about here at that point. Thank you so much, Case Snipes, everyone. Dan, Hoodie, Rory. Oh, it was Oviedo, #1 fan. We're going to give a guy another year and see how it goes. This is a big year. We had a big 21, and I don't mind. We lost to the playoffs. It happens. But we won 107 games that year. It can't be ignored. It cannot be ignored. But it's been a while now since then, and it's time to get it back going. Dan followed me on Twitter. I'll follow you back. Following back, okay? Appreciate you, and appreciate everyone here. And we said we were going to do Immaculate Grid real quick. Immaculate Grid, we're going to knock it out of the park. Seeing it for the first time. Always do this live. Eric getting credentials. Yeah, I'm not really big into credentials. I'm not trying to go mainstream. Trust me on that. That will never happen. We're just chilling on YouTube. I like to make my own schedule, do my own thing. And that's what we're going to do right here. Do my post games. Only this is the only time in human history where just a normal everyday person could build a something like this and do post games and have people watching and just crazy, you know. And some YouTubers, like people start from nothing, they end up kind of going mainstream and end up on like major news networks. I'll be watching like the news and they're like all of a sudden a YouTuber's on. Like, what the hell? I'm subscribed to that dude. And so it's just crazy. They'll be end up on ESPN, end up on Stanford. Yeah, I'll be hitting some Stanford games this year. That's pretty much a given. I'll be hitting some Stanford games and Sacramento State as well. Fresno State. Yeah, we're going to hit a lot of college stuff this year, a lot of high school games. Going to be covering a lot of prospects over on Hum Baby Prospects. Okay, so Angels, Mets. My man Bartolo Colon comes to mind. Bartolo Colon comes to mind. Can you guys see this? Yes. Angels, Rangers. Bartolo Colon again, but you can't do them twice. Angels, Rangers. There's so many. Wait. What's his name? What's his name? Vlad? Vladimir? Vlad? Am I spelling that wrong? Vladimir Guerrero. Vladimir Guerrero Sr. Right? He played on the Angels right? Am I tripping? Yeah, of course. Vladimir Guerrero. Angels, Reds. Angels, Reds. Angels, Reds. That's a toughie. Angels, Reds. I can't think of anybody. We got a member for 19 months. Jordan Hicks. Feeling it. Yeah, Hum Baby Prospects is another channel. That's a full channel. I put content up every day almost. I want to do some more like rankings, ranking colleges, college previews of different college divisions, top prospects, but mostly I just haven't really had time for that, but I do throw up footage. I do throw up prospect footage. So feel free to go subscribe. We're not monetized, only got 281 subscribers, so we have a long way to go. Jim Edmonds, Reds and Angels, yes. Jim Edmonds. Played first base minimum 1 game. Played first base minimum 1 game. Seriously? JD Davis? JD Davis played first base. At least JD Davis played 0.4. I was like, JD Davis surely played first base at some point over there in New York. Rangers? Will Clark? That's probably a little too obvious, but let's just get it done. Will Clark. Reds. First baseman for the Reds. Joey Votto. No, Joey Votto. Joey Votto didn't play. What am I tripping? Sean Casey. Huge difference. Huge difference. Huge difference, ladies and gents. Although Joey Votto would have probably worked too, of course. Either or. Adam Dunn would have worked. Joey Votto. Yeah, Joey Votto. That was the first thing that popped in my head. But that's not who I was trying to think of. I was trying to think of someone more rare. But Joey Votto would have been a much higher than 6%. 200 plus K season. Whoa. Nolan Ryan. But Nolan Ryan wasn't with the Rangers that long. I can't imagine Nolan Ryan being wrong. I'm a little hesitant, but that's my best guess. Tom Seaver for the Mets, yeah. Tom Seaver, correct. We need 2 more. Do you think Nolan Ryan will work? Captain Ron review. Captain Ron. Reds, 200 strikeouts. Tom Browning. This is a toughie, ladies and gents. This is definitely a Jacob DeGrom. Okay, Jacob DeGrom's a safer pick than Jacob DeGrom. Nolan Ryan might be right for the Rangers. We already got the Mets. Tom Seaver. 200 is a lot of strikeouts. We need Rangers. Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers, the one I'm worried about is obviously we know that Nolan Ryan has struck out 200, but he only played for the Rangers that last year of his career, if I'm not mistaken. So Kenny Rogers, not right. No, not Kenny Rogers. That's a tough one. Well, I'm just going to go Nolan Ryan. I should have gone with my instinct. I should have gone Nolan Ryan, but I didn't know if he struck out 200. Yeah, that's okay. We missed one. Reds. I don't even know who I was going to pick. Jose Rijo. Let's check out the summary. Only 14 names. Johnny Cueto, Sonny Gray, Tyler Malley, Luis Castillo. Jose Rijo would have been right. I would have got Jose Rijo. Oh, well. Very nice, ladies and gents. Thank you guys for being here today. Trevor Bauer. Did Trevor Bauer strike? Trevor Bauer didn't strike out 200 because that was a COVID shortened year. Trevor Bauer didn't strike out 200 for the Reds because that was COVID 2020. So there's no way he got 200. Yeah, short season. I didn't take a picture with Cole Foster, but I got his autograph. Thank you guys for being here. We're alive. 52 minutes. It's been a great stream. Giants do pick up some help. We'll see how it works out in spring training with Jordan Hicks. Everyone have a wonderful day. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Everybody, you know what to do. Let's make it happen. And thank you guys again. And let's just roll on out with a victory. Okay, we know what's up, and that's how this is going to go. What is going on here? This guy's aggressive. Hyper aggression. Can't do this. Oh, no. Well, sometimes you win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. Maybe we got a chance. What's he doing? I'm lost. Yeah. You win some, you lose some. Have a great day, everyone. Can't relax around here. And watch stream. Sorry about that. Giants have a lot of money. Alarms going off. You name it. Keep getting notifications, texts, and calls. Yeah, that's how it goes. You guys have a great day. Jake, what's going on? Eric for life. Thank you guys for the support. Email humbabybaseball@gmail.com. Humbabybaseball@gmail.com. It's been an Orange Friday. Giants making the moves. Let's freaking go. We'll talk to you guys next time.
3-2 pitch to Yastrzemski. Hit into center field and hit well. On the move is Marte. Still on the move. At the wall. Out of here. High drive to right. Dickerson is out of here. And it's in the upper deck.
There's a 2-2. Swing and a drive to left field. Back on it, Grossman, and it is just over the wall and gone.
High drive. Left field. It is
Can't